My name actually is not important. I'm a human who stands with humanity in Palestine. I'm a human who stands with their brothers and sisters in Palestine. I'm a human who sees something unjust and I talk about it. I speak about it as something that we can do here, being in Canada, here being in Montreal specifically, seeing the unjust and speaking about it, not fearing anybody, anyone but Allah Azza wa Jal. When God will ask us what we've done for what's been happening, at least we have an answer for that. So I'm a human. Not what happened today, actually, what happened 77 years ago, what happened today, what happened since 18 months ago, what happened since the Nakba and the before Nakba. As usual, as we all know, there is a genocide that's been happening in Gaza for more than 18 months. There are more than 50,000 Palestinians have been killed, among of whom more than 25 kids. More than 25 kids have been killed. In Gaza, there is no schools, there is no universities, there is no hospitals. Nothing is functional in Gaza. The damage for Gaza is unbelievable. Like everywhere you go, there is distraction in Gaza, unfortunately. So what we do here, we speak up for what's happening in Gaza. We spread the truth. We spread the real news about Gaza. We are the voice of our people in Gaza, of our people in Palestine. We are the messengers of what's been happening over there, the messengers of our people in Gaza, the cause of Palestine. So that's what we do. We speak about it. It's a weekly thing that we took among ourselves as a promise from Montreal community, Montreal for Palestine, and our movement to the whole community to spread the message about Palestine, to talk about Palestine. So we would be part of the change, to bring the change in the community, in the street, to everyone around us, Palestinians, non-Palestinians, Arabs, non-Arabs, Muslims, non-Muslims, to all Canadians in general, as Canadians, as Palestinians. This is our duty that you do here in Montreal. It means everything. There are no words can describe what it means to me. Gaza is our soul. Palestine is our soul. Palestine is our blood. Palestine is the air that we smell. So it means everything to me. I feel I am participating in whatever I can. I'm not there in Palestine to feel the pain, but I am away from them. So I feel the pain from distance. It's like the example of believers as one body. When one side of the body feels the pain, the whole body feels that pain. So that's what it means to me. That's what I'm feeling as a Palestinian, as a human in general, of what's happening in Palestine. So there is Montreal for Palestine, as we always keep saying, Montreal for Palestine, for the community, to the community, to everyone, part of the community, to everyone around us. We are here, based on Montreal. All the love to all the organizers who support the cause of Palestine. With the principles that we call for, with the principles that we stand for, with the principles that the resistance of Palestine stands for, from the river to the sea. Palestine is almost free, inshallah.
For everyone watching, we're taking a moment of our day to dedicate it to the people who are suffering from the Zionist entity, committing atrocities, bombings, crimes every day for the past 19 months. This is not okay. This is not something that we should be quiet about. Our silence is our complicity with the Zionist entity. Our silence is us allowing and enabling the Zionist entity to continue the murder of these innocent civilians. More than 20,000 children have been murdered in the past 19 months. 20! And just in the past 2 months, there has been a complete blockade where more than 500 children died of famine and starvation. This we are directly responsible for, including myself. Why? Because our government is enabling this by not taking action. Our government, the Canadian government, is allowing these atrocities to go on without taking an honorable stance. So we are doing our job here. We cannot stay quiet. We cannot stay seated. We cannot stay home watching our innocent brothers and sisters get murdered on live stream television. If you just search the word Gaza, Gaza, you will see the atrocities I am talking about, even though I guarantee you that you already saw them. Decapitated babies, murdered families, demolished homes, hospitals, schools, journalists murdered in cold blood without justification. This is not okay. This is a genocide happening before our eyes. This is the Holocaust happening before our eyes. And if you were wondering, what could you have done? What would you have done in the last World War? If you were wondering, what would you have done in the last Holocaust? You are doing it right now by enabling these politicians to go on with with these war crimes happening every day, every single day. Ethnic cleansing, carpet bombing, collective punishment, murdering children, children under the age of 18. Lots of them are infants, babies who did not complete their first year, that died in their own incubators, hospitals completely demolished, schools that were used as shelter, bombed indiscriminately, families, entire families wiped from the registry. This is not okay. We invite every single one of you to take a moment of your day, a little moment of your day to walk with us and march with us. Join us for a small stance of honor, for a small stance to show that you are standing on the right side of history, for a small stance to show your children what a role model is, what it's like to stand up against injustice, what it's like to stand up against criminals, and what it's like to stand up for freedom and honor. The Palestinians are doing it every day. The least we could do is march with them and echo their voices in the streets of Montreal. Please do not hesitate to join us, and if worst case you can't, at least educate yourselves and your families and the people around you about Palestine, because this is happening for the past 77 years and it will continue to go on until total liberation, which is soon, inshallah. If we put our hearts to it, we could liberate Palestine from the river, from the river, from the river. Free, 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 free. Viva, 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 viva. One.
We are the people.
One.
We are the people.
Two.
We won't be silent.
Two.
We won't be silent.
Three. Liberation now, 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 now. One.
We are the people.
Two.
We won't be silent.
Three.
Liberation now, 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 now.
One.
We are the people.
Two.
We won't be silent.
Three.
Liberation now, 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 now.
If any of you still doesn't believe me, take a moment to listen to this track that we compiled from actual news that happened in the past 2 years.
365 days of genocide. At least 41,870 Palestinians have been killed.
Where to run, where's safe? Gunshots ring out. Children scream in terror.
Election Day in America. Another day of mass murder in Gaza. One of 400 days ethnic cleansing. This is what ethnic cleansing looks like.
ليش تبني حضن امك؟ هذا قبر امك؟
Human Rights Office in Geneva said nearly 70% of those killed in Gaza that they were able to independently verify were women and children. Women and children are being killed in Gaza.
أولادنا صغار انحرقوا، الناس انحرقت في قلب الخيام. شلون صارت خيام النازحين؟ حاليا خيام النازحين كلها بتنحرق قاعده.
Actions of the Israeli Defense Forces with respect to forcible transfer, attacks on hospitals in apparent systematic fashion, and journalists. Use of white phosphorus munitions.
Israel severely restricts the entry of food and medicine into Gaza. With most of the health system and sanitation infrastructure destroyed by Israeli bombing,
الناس بتنحرق امامنا، الناس بتنحرق قدامنا يا جماعه، قدامنا الناس بتنحرق، والله ما احنا قادرين نسوي شيء، والله العظيم ما احنا قادرين نسوي شيء.
Happy birthday to
والله ما عرفت ما تتعامل، والله ما عرفت. والله ابوي واخواني وانت والله ما نحبش.
Israeli bombings have hit 2 schools.
يحمينا وما يجيش علينا الصاروخ يا رب.
Henry Jeb climbed into a car with her aunt, her uncle, and her cousins in Gaza City as they prepared to flee to the southern part of Gaza. But as they were in the car, an Israeli tank approached them and opened fire.
Her death is just one of nearly 15,000 children killed in Gaza since the war began in
In the Rajab's case, a 6-year-old child pleading for her life shocked the world.
حبيبتي والله لو بإيدي بأذيكي. والله أصعب شعور في العالم إني أسمع بنتي بتقول لي تعالي خديني، مش قادرة أوصل لها يا حبيبتي يا ماما، والله ما قدرت أوصل لك، سامحني. اللهم انتقم منها، والله سامحها احنا صحيت عنها والله، والله نجيب ناخذ حقها أمام الله في الدنيا والآخرة.
People in sandals in Gaza can bring the most advanced military technologically to its knees. They cannot be defeated. Like, they're men in sandals, right? But also it shows that these settler nations wage war on the entirety of people.
أبطال احنا غزة، هناك دول عربية، حماك الله يا غزة، علمت كل دول العالم الرجولة.
انت بدك تطلعنا من دارنا؟ فيش مش رح تطلعنا يعني، مش رح تطلعنا عيالنا وعرضنا ودارنا، فيش تاخذها منا، شو ما بدك تعمل، شو ما تجيب جرافات، ماكينات، شو ما تجيب جبات، ربنا معانا، ربنا حامينا، ما دام ربنا معانا ايش بيأذينا؟
This is not a Hollywood horror film. This is the reality. This is actual live that's happening as we speak. These bombings, these cries of help, and even the cries of motivation that we just heard in the end. These are real life people, real life children, real life women, real life families, mothers, fathers, grandparents, and a lot of innocents that are going day by day, expecting you to have a bit of dignity, expecting you to stand up and do your part, at least by stopping your own contribution, while they are being murdered because of who they are as Palestinians. They are fighting for their honor. They are fighting for their freedom. They are fighting for their liberation. And meanwhile, the Zionist entity commits every single crime in the book in front of all your eyes. Until when? How many more children have to die? How many more children have to call for you to help them? How many Hind Rajab who was shot in a car with more than 300 bullets, a little infant. How many more Hind Rajabs do you need to see? How many more journalists do you want to see murdered before you actually receive the message? How many more doctors and surgeons explaining to you that the situation is unreal? The situation is horrific. Kids with bullets and shrapnel in their heads. This is not a just war. This is a war crime happening in front of your eyes. And everyone that is quiet about it is complicit, is taking the side of the criminal. This is blood on our hands. And unless we speak up and we make sure that we fight this by any means possible, through our protests, through our donations, through raising awareness, through posting, through sharing videos, through educating our children and our schools to spread the word, to make sure that never again means never again for anyone. And that this genocide has to end once and for all. And everyone responsible needs to be brought in front of all of humanity and face justice for the sake of the Palestinians, for the sake of those children murdered, for the sake of those families and those mothers who lost their homes, their babies, who lost their parents. Do your part. Do the bare minimum. Do not let your heart go cold. Thank you all.
55 balles tirées sur un enfant dans une voiture qui essaie de s'abriter parce qu'elle sait qu'elle est en danger. 355 balles qui sont rentrées dans une voiture alors qu'elle appelait à l'aide. Et l'aide n'a pas pu lui être donnée. L'aide n'a pas pu lui rendre le minimum d'espoir qu'elle avait en l'humanité. 355 balles qui nous rappellent les 355 façons au minimum qu'on peut avoir un impact. 355 balles qui nous rappellent à quel point l'humanité a perdu son sens. Parce que lorsqu'il est question de la Palestine, on ferme les yeux. La communauté internationale sont contre-fous. Alors c'est pour ça qu'on est là, nous. Parce que la communauté internationale ne me représente pas. Mon gouvernement ne me représente pas avec ses positions. Donc vous allez me dire, c'est un combat de longue haleine, oui. Mais moi, ma vie n'est pas une vie de longue haleine. J'ai une certaine espérance de vie sur cette terre, ben j'en fais une différence. Je dois avoir un impact. Et c'est le minimum que chacun doit investir de sa vie. Parce qu'ouvrir mon téléphone à tous les jours et voir un enfant décapité, voir une tante de journaliste brûlée, voir un enfant qui pleure et qui court dans la rue tout seul. Pourquoi? Parce que ses parents viennent de se faire assassiner. Avoir des parents qui deviennent veufs, des enfants qui deviennent orphelins. Et moi, je vis ma best life. Ma best life parce que c'est l'été. Quelle life? Quelle life quand eux n'en ont même pas? Quand ils ne peuvent même pas espérer de voir le jour le lendemain. Et que nous en sommes complices. Lorsque la faim est rendue une des façons avec laquelle ils meurent. Donc, mis à part les missiles, les bombes, les tentes brûlées, ben, ils n'ont plus de nourriture. Ils meurent de faim. Ils doivent se mettre des roches sur l'estomac pour les empêcher d'avoir encore plus faim. C'est ça une vie en 2025? C'est ça l'espoir en notre humanité? C'est ça apprendre de l'histoire? Donc quand on vous dit de marcher avec nous, c'est pour vous conscientiser, mais aussi pour réveiller le peu d'humanité qui reste dans votre cœur. Je sais que la majorité d'entre nous qui sommes là, on a grandi avec la cause palestinienne. Et beaucoup vont venir nous dire, ouais, mais ça a commencé le 7 octobre. Mais quand j'avais 5 ans, c'était pas le 7 octobre. Il y a 77 ans, en mai 1948, la Nakba a commencé. Nakba qui signifie catastrophe. Mais c'était pas le 7 octobre. Donc, la moindre des choses que vous puissiez faire, c'est marcher, parler, éduquer, boycotter, donner de l'argent. Parce que c'est comme ça que vous avez un impact. Et nous, en tant que société, nous taire, c'est accepter. Nous taire, c'est permettre. Donc, si votre conscience vous permet de permettre un génocide et un holocauste aujourd'hui, je perds espoir en l'humanité. Mais je sais qu'eux continuent à se battre. Et tant et aussi longtemps qu'il y aura un Palestinien qui se bat pour son territoire, on va parler. On va se battre. Et on va prendre nos rues à chaque semaine s'il le faut.
Solidarité avec la Palestine.